Hey guys, happy Monday. Wanted to give you guys some more info, kind of update you on what's going on with things. I'm gonna have a little bit longer video this time, so please pay attention because it's actually kind of important stuff for you guys to understand, both on a driver level, but also on a kind of on a team level. Understand what's going on with Waymaker and Amazon and all this cool stuff. So I always want to keep you guys in the know because I hate not being in the know myself. When I wake up in the morning, I look at routes and I'm like, hey, why do we have a route in Pleasant Prairie? We don't do Pleasant Prairie anymore. Did our RGU change? What's going on? And, it's always good to know what's going on. So a couple of things I wanted to talk about today. Two things, actually. I'm going to focus on bonus, specifically on bonus, how you guys earn bonus. And I really want to break it down so that you understand why you are or maybe are not getting a bonus. And that can change literally daily. Actually, by the delivery, you have a lot of control over whether you get a bonus or not. So what we're doing, obviously, as a team, just to kind of lay it out there, if we hit on our scorecard, we kind of get this report card every week from Amazon called a scorecard. Y'all probably know that. But if you didn't, that's the way it works. Every Wednesday, we get a scorecard. It tells us that scorecard is for the previous week. It tells us how we did in a lot of areas. The major and most impacting areas of our scorecard are safety and compliance. Those are the two things. Are we in compliance with Amazon? In other words, did I cancel my insurance and we're running Renegade? That would be a compliance issue. And safety, how are we doing on the road with speeding, seat belts, all that fun stuff that you kind of, the nitty gritty that you guys can see when we post the scorecard, and then the sort of the driver scores. So what we are doing is we are taking all the data from the scorecard, all the data from Netradyne, which are those fun cameras in the vans, and then all the data from the app. What's it called? I forgot what the app is. Anyway, so you get three pieces of data that are being digested and giving you a safety score, a reliability score, and so on. All that's being uploaded into a program called Hera. It's Mentor. Sorry, I'm getting old. Better than the alternative. So Mentor, Netradyne, and our Amazon scorecard. All that data is being pushed into a program called Hera, which digests the data and then rates you as a driver. And so it's actually kind of cool because it's not one of those demerit systems where, it just sucks in life when nobody's saying anything to you unless you do something wrong. In the system that we're ranking drivers, you actually get what are called kudos. So when you do something right, say you have a really good day with no speeding violations or anything like that, it's a kudos that boosts your score. Say you did a great delivery, had a good interaction with the customer, and they give you a positive feedback in the app. You can do that as a customer. I do it all the time for my deliveries. Just various things in there. And then obviously on the other side, there are dings, right? If you have too many speeding violations, contact compliance, things like that, that are going to affect your, they call them issues, DA issues. There's kudos and issues. Now, when you balance those out, what happens is you get a score and you're ranked. And it actually moves every week. It's pretty cool, actually. I like it because it's really fair and very balanced. So we are taking, for bonus, we're taking our top 25 drivers and we are giving them a $40 bonus, which is basically like extra buck an hour for that week when we hit Fantastic Plus, or a $20 bonus when we hit Fantastic. And so we'll take our top 25 drivers as ranked by Hera, and yeah, you get a bonus. So I want to show you a little bit. I'm going to try to use the camera here, and let's see if it'll turn around. It won't turn around. So I actually want to show you a little bit in Hera what it looks like. And I want to move the camera real quick here to show you, as you can kind of see right there. You can kind of see you can see there's names there. If I click on someone's name, this is real-time data right here. So this is like, you can see our ranked drivers for last week. This is what's going to be paid in bonus this week. You can see David Wall was our number one. He had the highest Hera score right there. He had 48 kudos. Let's click on those and see what those are. 48 kudos. What happened? He got a kudos for mentor score. And then you can just kind of see ding, 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 ding. All that cool stuff. You know, no seatbelt violations, FICO, all that stuff. It's low-hanging fruit, guys. Totally low-hanging fruit. You get kudos for just doing the right thing. And, you know, you don't have to do anything fabulous. Just wear your seatbelt. What do you know? And then if we click on issues, let's see what kind of issues he had. Oh, looks like he had a couple of late shows up and a speeding violation on such and such a date. Oh, so if you balance all that out, what we see here is he, you know, 3 issues, 48 kudos, output that score there. Our Hera rank was number 1. And if you go down the list, you'll kind of see the score goes down and changes. So that's basically that. And one of the things, here's the thing, kind of the wild card in it all. If you call out a day, attendance is sort of the wild card, right? It's like when you're playing Uno, you do the wild draw 4. Attendance is a wild card. You could be the number 1 driver, but if you call out, you're not eligible for bonus that week. If you have a scheduled day off, that does not eliminate you. So if you tell me a month ahead of time or 2 weeks ahead of time, whatever it is, hey, Jerry, I'm taking the day off for my birthday or whatever that is. Happy birthday to Stephen Malicki, by the way. His birthday's this weekend, so say happy birthday to him. Happy birthday, Stephen. So yeah, that is not held against you. But attendance is such a big weighted thing for us because we're trying not to overschedule and send you guys home. I'm trying to respect your time. Please respect ours. And so yeah, that's basically it. I'm running a report like this every payroll, and we're pushing it out. If there's any questions, you have any questions on bonus, ask me. So if you're like, hey, we hit scorecard, why didn't I get a bonus? I could look and just say, hey, you weren't in the top 25, or these are some things to work on. I'm happy to talk to you guys about that, just to help you sharpen up if you need to. But that's basically it. We're trying to reward people for doing what's right. And to be perfectly honest with you, wean from the team people who are consistently not doing good. If you're consistently having poor attendance and things like that, I'm going to cut your hours permanently. If you consistently have safety, I'm going to cut your hours and talk to you, maybe give you a written warning. Fortunately, it's not been an issue on our team, and it's just been great actually just to have kind of people leave who aren't doing well, which is great because on scorecard, when you get that one driver out there, honestly, one driver can tank the team. And so you get somebody who's just out there clowning, it's like a freaking tsunami against the team. You know, you imagine you guys are out there working hard, getting your 840, 845, 850 scores, and here comes sloppy Jerry over here with like a 550. You're like, I don't care. It makes you want to punch me. And I don't want anybody to be feeling that way towards anyone. So we want everyone to be successful and rocking and rolling. All right, that's it on scorecard. On bonus. If you have any questions on that, please text, call me, whatever you need to do. You want to talk about it. I just want to be clear and transparent. This is our method going forward. If it changes, I'll let you know. It has changed in the past because we didn't used to have cameras. We didn't used to use Hera. I think this is probably the best way to reward the best of the best going forward. So it's what we're going to do for now. If you have ideas, man, I'm happy to hear it. I love ideas. Second thing I want to talk to you about, first of all, routes and hours. It's been rough. I get it. And I thank you guys all as a team for hanging in there. You know, it's just a lean season with Amazon, and it's tough. You know, when, a day like today, we had, 20 routes. And then this morning, they reduced us yesterday to 19. Today, they didn't reduce us any, which was awesome. But, it's tough when you get reduced the day before and then reduced the day of. And now we've got 3, 4, 5 extra people. And, gosh, I think it was like Saturday or something. We did 16 routes. I'm like, oh my freaking goodness. We were doing 37 routes or something at peak. Or a peak of peak. I'm like, come on, guys. What are we supposed to, how am I supposed to run a company and keep everyone employed when we're at under half of the work? So as you know, we've been rotating some hours out, and I just really thank you guys for being flexible. I'm going to bat for you to try to even get people into CDV training or step van training to help supplement the non-delivery hours with training hours. That's been working out pretty well. Um, and then even training some people internally with leadership roles. So yeah, the good news is this season's coming to an end. I say that as it's 26 degrees and sunny, right? The season's coming to an end. Um, we are actually coming, Amazon's increasing our routes, which is super exciting. So this is kind of what it looks like. I'm going to show you again on my computer what I see. And so this is basically what I see. So you see route targets. This is in Amazon, the kind of view that I have called Cortex. This is the quarterly view. And so if we look at this, I can look at like this week right here is this week. If I click on that, it's showing me our projected route counts. Here's today, right? We're supposed to run 20 or be ready to run 20. They put us at 19. So tomorrow's 20, blah, 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 blah. We just kind of keep going. But here's what's super exciting. As we look, that's this week. So this is the quarterly view. Next week, the week after, and so on. Check this out. Check the numbers. Our peak day, that's our peak day, the most we're running. Watch the numbers go. 23, 24, 29, 30, 29, 29. That's pretty awesome. I'm really excited about that. So if we click on this week, week 18, which you can see is the beginning of May, we're seeing our routes consistently increase. We got 2 days in there at 29 and there 28. Now I'm going to toggle right through to the next week. Consistently higher days. Look at that. That's my birthday, so y'all better save your money right there that day. I'm expecting something, so write it down. There's my anniversary too, right there. Look at that. May 13th, 27 years. Yeah, so cool looking at that. I mean, I'm really super pleased that we are going to be leveling off, give everyone hours, maybe even overtime. So anyway, I'm super excited about the hours increasing. If y'all can just hang in there a little bit, it'll be great. The crazy thing about it is it's such a brutal step up. I mean, we literally in a week have a 20% increase in routes. I'm probably going to be asking for some people to work 5-day work weeks to get that, you know, you're going to be getting overtime just to gap up because we don't have enough people actually to cover that many routes at this point. So I'm actually literally going to be hiring a few people. So if you guys know of anyone who is interested in doing what we do, let me know. Like I said, starting time, we probably get them in training middle of this month, so in the next few weeks, and then have them on the road in the beginning of May. And you know, you guys know what the job is. You're the best ambassadors of what we do than anyone. I think people come in with an idea of like, oh, I like driving around. You know, you don't even know how many people I interviewed who come in. I'm like, hey, so what makes you want to work for Waymaker Enterprises? Oh, I like driving around, listening to music. I'm like, great. Well, we don't do that. We actually drive around, listen to music, and get in and out of our vehicle 150 times a day. How's that sound? You know, so, you know, it is cool. I know it's a good job. And if you can do it, it's great to be independent, coming up on a beautiful season. You know, it's going to be really nice. The next 6 or 7 months will be the best time. It's the best time to do this. And, you know, if it's something you want to do long term, cool, rock and roll. I'm looking at building other things. As I told you guys, FedEx and things like that. I didn't feel good about FedEx going forward. So I'm not pursuing that at this time. Although we might be looking at the box trucks, the 26-foot box trucks, and doing something there. So stay tuned because I'm always on the ball with something. But yeah, that's pretty much it with routes. Our fleet's coming together. Kelly's been doing a great job of, you know, saying, hey, Jerry, I need this part. Boom, I order it. It comes in. He's fixing it. That's cool. We got all of our rentals. I think our last rental was returned today, which is ironic because we're probably going to have to get rentals again in a month. But whatever. You know, it is what it is. And then, we recently had Jose Gonzalez get promoted to a safety lead role. So he will be working with you all on safety, bringing safety tips at stand-up meetings and things like that. Maybe even doing ride-alongs with you, and just bringing a lot of the in and out of the van ideas. That's where the injuries generally happen. We saw the most injuries happen with in and out of the van. Just talking about the 3 points of contact, which is super important. What do you wear? How do you deal with a dog? Just simple things like that we run into. That he's been doing this for a while. He has wisdom in that area, and we want to respond to what we should be doing instead of react to something. Oh, hey, I got to stop with 7 packages. Let me just load them all up in my arms and step out of the van. That's reacting to a big step. Responding would be like, hey, I've got a lot of packages. I better set them in a stack on the side door, get out of the van, pick them up, make sure I can see where I'm going, and go. Haste makes waste a lot of time. Same thing with the dog. Don't ever run from a dog. I don't run from dogs. I will get between me and the dog. I will turn and face it, arms down, walk backwards slowly. Usually the dog's going to run to a certain point and bark and get between me and the property. When they see I'm not a threat, they're going to stand there and bark, and I'm going to say, good boy, get in my van, and go. Hopefully I didn't soil myself. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for doing what you do. It's a little chilly out the next couple days. Midweek is going to be, it'll be warming up, which is good, because I have my first race this Saturday down in Cincinnati. So if I win the race, you're going to see a haircut. I know y'all like this right here. You guys are liking this, looking good. But that was my vow. I will not cut my hair until I win my first race. So hope I win my first race. I'll see you guys later.